I want to apologize for my appearance. I just went on a very long walk and I felt inspired to do this reading. So number one, big deal today. It's Friday, by the way. It's Friday! Yay! Today Neptune moves to the last degree of Pisces, the 29th degree, which is a very extreme degree. Every time you see 0 or 29 in any sign is very extreme. So delusion, weird things in the media, probably movies, fantasy, dream realm, drinking, escape, all of those things will be exaggerated. So not a good time for drinking or any kind of escapism, anything that affects your mind. So two things happening right now. You either see the dream or you know how to make it happen for yourself, or you're caught in some kind of fantasy delusion, seeing something unclearly or seeing something that's not really there. So you want to be cautious about that. Listen to your discernment and your intuition at this time. Let's just do a quick for the collective. It's been a while since I made any kind of a video. I hope everyone is doing so well. I definitely want to make more videos. I know I say that every time. Let's get something going here. Okay. Porcupine. Time for beginner mind. That's true, right? Number 48 for those who care. So we are kind of restarting some things right now. We've had so much happening in the astrology. Sun is in Taurus, and there's a ton in Aries. Mars just moved into Aries with Chiron, with the North Node. And we have this newfound energy to get things done, right? You may be feeling more competitive. Venus in Taurus makes you want to be a little bit more stable, maybe a little bit more lovey-dovey, a little bit more grounded, maybe more apt to wanting to commit to things, long-term, steady, stable, physical things. Gardening, for some reason, has amped up in my life, which comes and goes seasonally, but it's a Taurus thing, you know. It's working with your hands, and it's seeing the beauty in things, ruled by Venus, and Venus being there in the sign of Taurus is expansive. So that's really exciting. But yeah, this Aries Mars energy is really great right now for starting over. And so much is happening. Pluto just retrograded yesterday. There's just no one right now who can say, I'm completely stable. I know exactly where my life is going. You might have the vision, but so much has shifted and changed. Obstacles have come up. Crazy things we didn't expect, you know, with the Uranus. I do want to ask about love really quick because I have noticed a lot of weird changes and shifts in love. True love. Romance of a lifetime. So this is cool. Any of you who have started something new, someone new coming into your life, or maybe even the next one. There's just a lot of things happening now. I feel like it's opening up a brand new way to do things. We've all been reconsidering our value. What do we bring to the table? What do those around us bring to the table? And thinking about where we're going, where we want to be, and how we want to get there. How cooperation with others is meaningful and needed at the same time. Chiron in Aries has been here, but with the North Node now, it's like, what do you need to heal? What keeps coming up that's holding you back? And in that way, I've been guided lately too to rethink about self-sufficiency. Okay, so of course we need connection. Of course we need others. We're emotional beings, you know, and you need someone in this economy too, just to help with stability, period. Maybe not even financially, but just like to keep you grounded, to keep you feeling stable. So there are these underlying themes, and they're different for everyone. Some of us are more needing to feel stable, looking for that. And some of us, and we do that in different ways, right? So it's like you're either maybe looking for the love of your life or a long-term relationship, or you're looking for self-sufficiency and how to do it on your own and be independent. No one's gonna come save you right now. And there's a lot of that energy happening, expecting outside influences to move you forward. You get a call from the job that you want. It's gonna help you, whatever you're doing right now, it needs to be you moving yourself to a new higher position, you doing it for yourself. So this is just a random energy update. And beginner mind, true love. I feel like Spirit is saying now, be open-minded. And it's okay to start again. And it's okay to completely change your direction and path. And you just never know what's going to come in, do we? I want to look at these. Lately, people have been completely changing their path in life because we're supposed to be reconnecting to our divine connections and our divine path. Why are you here? Those contracts are coming back up. Like, okay, you've been wasting a lot of time here in the material realm or doing these other things. Do you feel like you're on the right path? Do you feel like you're still being guided in truth toward the place you're meant to be? Or are you going in circles? Are you wasting time? Are you just trying to get to the next material gain level? What is it that lights you up? Follow your passion right now. Follow your bliss. That should be an everyday thing. But we get so caught up in the 9 to 5 and the working and paying bills and stuff that we forget all the things that make us happy to begin with. These cards are specifically for career and how we show up in the world, things that we do for others, and how we help heal others. Nutrition. So a lot of us may be reconsidering what we eat. With all this Aries and Taurus energy, we are more in the body, in the physical. And so it's important now to have goals. Maybe you're changing your exercise regime, or you're changing the things that you eat, or you just have the want, the desire to do better. And so I would encourage you to write a plan out and do that. I'm doing that. Anything else, Spirit? I keep seeing writing too. Writing, journaling. Let's get some energy for the collective real quick. This is for the collective. Current and energy update. Things are going to continue to pop off as we have the sun that will be coming onto Jupiter. Thank you, Spirit. Indecision, number 8, and all tied up, number 23. So if you've been having a hard time, there's a lot of pressure here. If you're moving in the wrong direction, that resistance will show up, you know, and that's there for a reason. And another thing lately I've been noticing, when you're feeling guided towards something, and then maybe people around you don't understand, or they'll say, oh, you shouldn't do that, or why are you doing that, or that makes no sense. If it's something heavy on your heart and mind, it's probably for a reason. And they don't have to understand. And because it's like a chess game right now, the universe is maneuvering. And people will completely change directions. And you will do things that other people will find very strange. Those are the things that are going to break free for you and allow you to have maybe more material gain, more personal freedom, more happiness, and more time, maybe better time management for yourself. If you're having a hard time making a decision now, I would say this is this Neptune coming in very strong here in Pisces, with the moon on Pisces right now. It makes it so incredibly strong. Obsessions, delusion, fantasy, getting caught up in something or someone that maybe isn't very realistic. And that Taurus energy is here to ground you. And that Saturn energy in Pisces too, with Neptune, is here to ground you. but the moon will make it worse. So you just need to be very careful, especially with the drinking or anything like that. Again, there's a constant reminder for relationships to acknowledge who that person is when they show up, not the one you made up in your mind. I'm just giving random messages that I'm getting. If someone continues to show up in a certain way, but they text you differently, you know, or their words and their actions aren't lining up, follow those actions. You want to take things exactly as they are right now, not how you want them to be. Happy Family came out. This is the same in the tarot as the Four of Wands. There's a lot of good things that are coming in for people. You don't want to, like, I get this vision of these straws, you know, and remember that game when we were kids where you pull the straw and like you don't really know which one is the longest and you're like hoping to get the biggest one or for whatever. They're all different. You don't know what you're pulling. And right now it's just very important to choose the right path. And you shouldn't stress about this. It should feel good and calm and natural. If it's obsessive, if it's controlling, if your energy is, I mean, if you're trying to make things happen for yourself and you're trying to force it and there's resistance or a blockage, that's not it. Okay? That's not it. This grounded energy, Sun on Jupiter, is always the most fantastic day of the year. And we're coming into that energy. Expect good things, but there will be a lot of chaos. Mars in Aries is war. Mars in Aries is aggression, impatience. It gives us a ton of energy, physical energy, to get things done, to start that new workout regimen or whatever you're doing, to finish projects. But Neptune will just drive you crazy right now if you let it. Don't get caught up in delusion. Follow your bliss, not fantasy, passion, things that light you up. Don't let society beat you down right now and feeling like you're not doing the right thing, or people in your ear, you know, your closest friends who won't agree with the changes you're making. Changes are good and they're positive. Pluto in retrograde brings regrets. If you feel saddened by maybe you didn't take a risk when you saw the opportunity to, or it brings new, bright ideas, amazing things and changes that you should make now. So it's epiphany, it's mindset, it's detoxing in every way. Negative things, clutter, people, jobs that you hate, bad habits. This was meant to be a very quick video. I think now is a great time for love. Venus and Taurus, beautiful time. As long as you're not caught up in this delusion and falling, you know what the red flags are. You see that. Four of Swords. This is resting. This is healing. This is doing the things you love. This is beauty. Pamper yourself. Take care of your body. This nutrition thing too. Seven of Swords reverse. It's kind of like letting go or finding out of a secret strategy. Could also be lack of a strategy. Six of Wands is good for recognition, credit, victory, getting the things that you want. So it's going to take time. You're going to have to pause a little bit here. It's kind of like a waiting game. Sun on Jupiter will bring blessings. It might not be what you expect it to be. There is no plan. You can't come up with a plan anymore. Okay, it's like that was when Pluto was in Capricorn, and everything had to be planned and everything had structure. think about institutions, government, and all of that is crumbling now. And a lot of secrets and things come out, right? And now Pluto in Aquarius in retrograde does shift things. It shifts, and it's going to stay that way for the next 6 months. But there is no more planning. That time is gone. Pluto's in Aquarius now. So how can you think about going with the flow, going with the things that bring opportunity, following your passion? Queen of Cups. Pisces energy, Cancer, Scorpio. Listen to your intuition. This is doing the things that you love. Open heart, mature, wise, emotional energy. Giving spirit. Generous, but not to the point of hurting yourself. And then we got Judgment. Pluto makes things happen for you. Sometimes there are things that you didn't necessarily want. You may have been avoiding it. Pluto brings the Tower. So this retrograde yesterday, especially with Mars and Aries, things are gonna shift. It could be in positive ways. And ultimately it always is. But in the meantime, Judgment is like you're making a call. You're making a decision. You know, for a lot of people too. A lot of people I've been talking with lately, they're on this fork in the road where they're having to come to terms with maybe a very hard decision. But these are things people have been avoiding. They know they need to make this decision. Does that make sense? So when you avoid it, you just hope and pray nothing happens, and you just don't do anything about it. Pluto will make it happen because it's for your highest good. And you weren't going to do it yourself. So he says, oh, okay. And he makes it happen. This video is very abstract. And I'm just giving you crap that's coming out. There is something about love, though. 2 of Cups on the bottom. Just do what makes you happy right now. Please don't fall into this. We all had to make a decision this past 2 weeks. And you can fall into doing what the world wants you to do, or you can fall into the things that make you happy. 4 of Wands. There it is. Stability, family, safety, commitment, happiness. It's the happy family card. It's having all the things that keep you grounded. Thank you. Be honest with yourself. Some of you will get messages coming in. We have King of Wands. Be honest with yourself about your sexuality. Are you making good decisions there? Guard your heart. See this. 4 of Pentacles with the Lovers, King of Wands, 8 of Wands. Decisions about love and passion, fire, and messages coming in. You have to weigh out the good and the bad. Be very careful, as you will think it's love and maybe it's just strictly sexual. Ask yourself that. And you'll get messages and you'll get things. Either it will move forward or it won't. It will be stagnant. Maybe you can't have deep conversations with this person. Maybe the energy just is off. Maybe that's all they care about, or that's all it ends up being. Don't waste this time now. Think of the Empress energy. That's where we are. Venus in Taurus, with the Sun in Taurus, and Jupiter, and Uranus. Weird, crazy, shocking things, surprising things that maybe you weren't expecting, that you didn't know. Just be very cautious now, because Neptune will bring in people like that. And people will come in towards you because you're very attractive at this time. Make sure it's reciprocal. 6 of Pentacles on the bottom. And you'll know. Spirit is saying you'll know. You'll have an epiphany about this. Ace of Swords, 2 of Cups, again on the bottom. Don't give away too much of yourself. Queen of Pentacles, reverse. It has to be cooperative. It has to make sense for you. It has to be grounded right now. Otherwise, it's probably delusion. Don't give your body away. Don't give your heart and mind away. Stay spiritually connected and grounded.